It was nighttime in the Caribbean and I used to work in this weird island called Trinidad and Tobago in a fast food restaurant. Me and my friend were there just telling jokes to each other, waiting for the time to pass by. When a beautiful girl in a tight red dress comes in. By the nature of our jobs, it's very normal to see attractive girls every day. But for some reason, this one called our attention a little bit more. Maybe it was the cinnamon color of her skin or the way that she was smiling. So me and my friend finished up with all the rest of the customers in the line very quick in order to be able to speak with her a little bit more. Behind this girl was a ugly Rasta man dressing and looking overall as a vagrant. Apparently it was her taxi driver, as they usually look like that in the zone that I was. We started to talk with her and she was very nice. She even told us a little bit of the background of her life, basically saying how successful she was working as a journalist in the TV news of that country. My coworker, as he was a little bit of a hoe trying to flirt with all the girls that he meets, started to flirt with her as well. The funny part is that she wasn't rejecting him heavily. Actually, I could even say that she was being receptive. So we finished the food, we both talking with her, she's laughing and everything. She's saying goodbye and she was coming back soon. So she turns her head to the side, called the ugly Rasta man, grabbed him by the face, and started to kiss him heavily like there was no tomorrow. Me and my friend just look at each other being shocked. Then they go in an expensive car. She sits in the driver's seat and we could see how those two were going to have sex that night. At my young age of 21, thanks to the places that I have been, the people that I've met, and especially the experiences that I lived, I have been able to meet and be friends with a lot of women. All of them very, very different. And thanks to that, I learned the things that actually attract girls and the things that people usually say that are actually lies. For example, one of the biggest things that people usually say is that women heavily pay attention to money. Especially something that I always hear is that money is better than looks. Or basically that money can compensate looks in general. And that's absolute garbage. Listen, money can make things easier in a bunch of stuff and gives you like this capacity to actually handle things a little bit better, like take her out to better places or pay for the stuff. But when it comes to actually like real attraction, it doesn't play that much of a role. So when you see very, very beautiful women dating older or ugly men that they're kind of wealthy, I was like, all right, they're dating. But the thing is that the women is not actually that attractive. I know it's a matter of common sense. That's why a lot of people call them gold diggers. But I've been seeing a lot of young men and even young guys thinking that without money they can actually attract women, or that someone that has money is going to be more attractive than them. The looks and appearance is something that is going to play a huge role in the attraction part, especially creating sexual tension, and that's something that money can do. Because yes, a woman is going to feel more safe and more comfortable if she's with a man that has more money, but she has to think this logically. For example, if she has to choose between a man that is very attractive but poor and an next one that is wealthy but very ugly, she's probably going to choose the one with money. She took her decision for logic, but the person that she actually desires is this guy, and most probably what she's going to do is cheat. I remember seeing a very sexy girl with this slim thick form, you know, blue eyes, blonde hair, coming to the same restaurant again, being nice and everything, and when she's going, her husband called her, and it's this old Chinese man like looking very grumpy, and we could see how her face turns into sadness instantly. She passed from being like this to like she was in pain, and obviously it could be for a bunch of different reasons, but the main takeaway has to be that even if money is good, it's not going to make her feel like this deep attraction to you. No, when it comes to looks, I've been seeing how a lot of guys, and especially the black pill, they try to make it like the only thing that actually attract women. And yes, attractiveness and looks and physique plays a huge role, but it's not the only one thing. Actually, I would even say that it's like the strongest point, because the thing with looks and physique is that it makes things easier, especially in the part of attracting her in the first place, like actually getting a girl to meet you in the dating sense. But that's only the initial part. Just for having an attractive face is not going to make all the work for you. Again, it can be powerful, yes, but it's not the whole thing. You might be thinking that that's not true, but that's what happened with that Rasta man at the beginning of the story. We had this beautiful sexy girl looking at him, not dressing him with the eyes, like she's the one putting the effort to sleep with him. How is that possible? And that's not the only case that I know. I've been seeing this a lot, and maybe it is because of the environment that I'm in, but it's common for me to see ugly guys dating beautiful women than attractive guys. I'm not joking. If we say that it's not money and it's not looks, I've been seeing a lot of men saying that women only like toxic men, or women only like bad men that treat them like shit. This is portrayed in sayings like the worse you treat her, the more she's going to like you, or stuff like that. And that's a misunderstanding of how things actually work. And yes, there's a lot of girls sleeping with dickheads, and you can see a lot of girls being attracted to guys that don't even like them back, and a guy that's not even to treat her that good. But there's a couple of tricks that guy is actively playing in order to attract girls that men usually take it in the wrong way. So what's the real meat? Where's the real stuff? Why there's so many beautiful women attracted to guys that it seems for us like a joke that they are with them. The first one, and I'm pretty sure you already know this one, is confidence. And yes, this is not something new, but a lot of people is still neglecting this. Confidence is king. And what is exactly confidence? Confidence is knowing who you are and where you're going, and no one can take that from you. Women don't want to be with losers at all. That's why the shy guy in the high school never has a girlfriend, because he has no confidence in himself. And when someone doesn't have confidence to himself, why is people even going to believe in him? If you don't even believe in yourself, then what you're communicating to people is that you're just not worth it. You don't want people to believe in you. And being confident in the things that you're saying, the way that you move, in the way that you just show yourself, it tells to women that there is something that you have that makes you a winner, even if they can see it at the first glance. With this, what I'm trying to say is that if you don't have money, or if you're not that attractive, and you still have confidence, you're very comfortable talking to women, what they're going to think by instinct is that there's something that is making you have that confidence. Even if they can see it right now, that's who you are, and for sure you have something to have that confidence in yourself. The next one is coherence. Coherence. How the fuck you pronounce that? The next one is coherence, and it's basically having a strong story or a strong characters that actually justify that confidence that you have in yourself. And this basically comes from just not being fake. In order to be congruent and have coherence, it's just a matter of the things that you communicate, of the things that you say that you're doing are actually true. And when you're someone authentic, women feel way more relaxed because they can see that you're being honest with the things that you're portraying in yourself. That's why you see women being attracted to the bad boys or bad guys, and also to the artist, to the musician, or even the hippies of the pacifists, because women can see that they have coherence with the things that they say that they are, with the things that they say that they're doing. This is a killer combination because you believe in yourself and in the things that you're doing, and besides that, you're actually doing it, you're taking action. Women desire and fall in love with a man that's actually committed to his goals no matter what. Basically, this shows that you're someone that is very masculine. She's going to crave being as important as the goal that you're having right now. As she can see how passionate and serious you are with the things that you're doing, she would love to receive the same attention. So confidence and coherence are two factors that complement each other and that can attract any kind of women. It doesn't matter the situation. And you may think that this is fake, or that this doesn't work, or that is not all that it takes, but I've been seeing guys that they just have those two things and they pull women naturally. And these guys could be ugly, fat, old, broke, underweight, whatever you want. You mention it, I know a guy that is like that. And just with confidence and coherence, they have success. And especially with confidence, because coherence is very important as well. But I've been seeing how a couple of guys trying to fake it for some time and they still have success. But obviously it's not a good tactic, because as soon as someone realizes that they're faking it, the word is spread, and from then, once you're labeled as a liar, it's almost impossible to take you out of that place. But you know the point. I can stress how important this is, how much of a factor it plays when it comes to attracting and dating girls in general. Even in the long term, if you are already in a relationship and this disappears in one point of time, you can see how attraction in the relationship just starts to go down and down. However, there's a third factor that is as important as the other two, and this is being good in the act of having sex. And I'm not saying like just being good enough or like being average, I'm saying like being really good. You can make a girl fall really deep in love with you if you give her a really good impression once you guys sleep together. Sex is not everything, because there's a lot of factors that can play in a relationship or when attracting, but at the same time it's huge. Like if you're really lacking that part, it's game over. Girls are never texting you or meeting you again. And if you're average, that is going to be like normal for her. It's like it's something that it happens and that's it. It's not going to make her fall in love. She's not going to be thinking about you. It's going to be nothing. Imagine that you're going to a restaurant and the food is like average, is good. You may happen to go there from time to time. It's one day you're hungry, you just stop there and you eat the food, and that's how it's going to be. But you don't even remember the name of the restaurant. You don't even remember what it is. It's something that it was there to feel a necessity. You satisfy it, and that's it. There's no more story. But what happens when you find a restaurant where the food is absolutely delicious, where everything was great, even if the place was looking like crap and it was in the top of a mountain, you would go there just for the food because it was amazing. It's something that is worth the distance or all the frictions you just get there. Basically the same happen with sex. If the food is bad, you're never going to that restaurant. You're gonna tell to everybody to not go there. If it's good, it's normal, you don't even remember it. But if it's great, holy shit, there's no way back. And there's a lot of ways where you can improve your sex performance. If you want to learn a little bit more about that, you can check the link in the description. But usually men, they just take it for granted. They never improve that area of their life and they just stay average. But for us, the guys that are trying to improve every area of our life, we are the ones that are going to make the difference. And if you think that this isn't true, you can look at the memes that gears make about this. Just look at it. If you're good at sex, gears basically don't care about anything else. Again, just use your common sense. They're not going to stay with someone that is a complete loser for the rest of their life, even if this guy is just good at that. But don't take it wrong, just focus on the important. To be honest, I'm really fed up of the black pills and the incels always saying looks is all that it matters, women are hoes, dating is over, all this, bro, like all this is just plainly BS. This is just people being lazy, people that don't want to make improvements in life, people that don't actually want to put the hard work, because all of this requires work. In order to have confidence and coherence, you have to go out to the world, take action, and have accomplishments. And to be good at sex is the same thing. There's a lot of things that you have to take care of, like your physique and your diet and your overall health. So as this requires work, you see all these losers just saying that it's over, there's nothing to do about, all women are bitches. Like they just like Chad and Tyrone because they have money, because they're tall, because women only like toxic men. All this is plain BS, man. If you ever heard someone saying this, just go away. And leaving that aside, now you have in your hands such a powerful knowledge that you can start to apply today, because this is the beautiful thing. All the things that you can actually do to improve your sex life, your dating life, to make you more attractive, you can level it up. You can take action in every single little thing, and it's just a matter of time for you to see progress, to get the results that you always wanted. Just keep applying this knowledge and focus on the things that you know that works when it comes to attracting women, and we will be growing every day together. So keep working hard, man.